Okay folks, 2020, what a year. I mean, seriously, it has been a write-off.
Shocker.
But one thing, right, one thing is we've still got Christmas, okay? And then we can kiss this year goodbye and we can move on into 2021 and hopefully it's going to be all great. We've got a vaccine coming, we've got everything coming, it's going to be good, okay? First things first, we need Christmas out of the way. And what has Mourne done? Well, Mourne, in association with Belfast Cookery School, has came up with every eventuality of what's going to happen over Christmas. If we're allowed to open, you can be outside, you can be inside, but most of all, for a responsible Christmas, we're doing Christmas at home. Mourne seafood and Belfast Cookery School style. So what we have is, Ian is going to explain to you the importance of the menu and why we put it together, and even though I'm going to take a lot of credit for it, it's really down to Ian to explain exactly what we're all about.
Okay guys, so when we're putting this menu together, two things were vitally important to us, okay? Was supporting local suppliers, supporting local people. And number two, making it as easy as possible for you guys at home. Okay, so easy as possible, more time to spend with the family, more time to spend with the family, okay? So I'm going to take you through your three selections of starters, guys. Okay, so firstly, for the vegetarian and also vegan as well, we have amazing roast parsnip and chestnut soup, garnished with some lovely toasted focaccia, some fresh chestnuts and rosemary oil just at the end. Now that rosemary and parsnip is a sensational combination. It just makes the flavours pop together. Okay, now on to the seafood choice. We have beautiful smoked salmon. Now again, all our suppliers are as local as we possibly can, okay, to Belfast and the surrounding areas. So for instance, our smoked salmon from Walter Ewing, okay? Walter Ewing has had the Ewing family, in fact, have had a fish shop in West Belfast going back like 80, 90 years, aren't they, yeah?
Apparently he's the oldest fishmonger in Ireland. So I don't know if he's officially, I think Walter's still a spring chicken, mind you, but his family has been the oldest fishmongers and smokers, and we're not talking 20 wood bang, we're talking like proper traditional smokers of fish for a lot of time.
Okay, so this is his smoked salmon. Okay, so this is Belfast smoked salmon. When Walter was actually devising and coming up with this smoked salmon, was actually Paul Rankin he turned to for advice and the flavours and how to refine his smoked salmon. Okay, so again, beautiful from Belfast, or smoked salmon. And on to our meat choice, guys. Okay, so we have wonderful potted duck. Now, again, this is Northern Ireland duck, okay? So this is duck leg, shredded, seasoned, and flavoured, okay? That's it there, absolutely beautiful. So we've got some lovely Christmas seasonal flavours in there. There's a little bit of nutmeg in there, a little bit of cinnamon, and I'll go through this when we go to plate it up, guys, okay? But again, this is all as much as we possibly can from Northern Ireland, down to our butter from Drumore, down to the oil we use from Moira, as much as we possibly can. We buy off those little suppliers, we sell to you, and it's helping supporting the community, and it's helping supporting everybody to keep the industry going. Okay, so to begin.
Am I going to be the sous chef today?
Yeah.
I think so to begin, I'm gonna take the soup. Okay, so simple thing is pop the soup on. I'm gonna teach us all how to heat up soup. If you don't know that, we're all in trouble. So a little story about soup is when I did work, when I mentioned Paul Rankin before, when I worked for Paul was totally obsessed with if you boil the soup. So my first job in Roscoff was hot starters, and then he'd be there doing the pass, he'd be there checking all the dockets, and every time I turned around, my soup would be boiling, and he'd give me a hard time over it. So it stuck with me. So they always say never boil your soup, but I don't think it's going to ruin it that much, mind you. So soup's on, dead easy, and then Ian is going to plate up our lovely seafood starter.
Okay, so remember, all about presentation, guys, okay? So the first bite, remember, as they say, is with the eye, and that is very true. So if you see something that might taste amazing, your first reaction is, oh, that doesn't look very nice, okay, so it's not going to taste nice. So if you look at it and it looks amazing, it's going to taste amazing. Now, so open our smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon has to be one of my favourite things. I absolutely love it, and Walter's been doing such a great job on it. It's hard to go past.
So just layer it round. So we're almost like making a little circle with it. So join those up And just twist that round. And that's a long bit. And it's important just when you're cutting it, just to have nice little fork-sized bits, okay? You don't want it too big that when you're eating it, you have too much on the fork. So just follow that nice natural curve. Leaving a little space in the middle for your salads, okay? Now, we're going to dress our salad, which is vitally important. So, lovely organic salad leaves here. A little bit of seasoning. Sorry for reaching over there, chef. And okay. A little bit of our local rapeseed oil for dressing. How's the soup going there?
I haven't boiled it yet, so I'm alright.
Right.
I'm not going to share that anytime soon, so I'm good.
This really is like the Untitled of cooking in Belfast, like only they're funny. Right, so a little bit of salad in the middle, okay? Again, you don't want to take away from that smoked salmon, so don't be over garnishing it. A bit of peppery rockets.
So the key to these meals basically is you know, you can have this because we don't know what's going to happen with Christmas parties. So you can actually go on the Mourne, you can actually get all say for instance you have a corporate dinner, and usually we go out, but we don't know, can we have a household here or a household there, or what we can do. But if you want to have responsible Christmas, just order the Mourne Christmas at home. You can order your meal, vegetarian, meat, fish, very, very simple. And then most of all, you're safe. You can get home, you can stick on a video with me and Nat and Deck here, right? And you can follow on, you see how easy it is to have a bit of fun with it. And then you can have a Zoom party or whatever these guys do. And you know, you include your other half as well, who always generally gets left out at a Christmas do. And you know, you don't have to worry about taxis because you're not going to leave the house. But most of all is you're going to get Christmas, you're not going to miss out, you're going to have a bit of crack, bit of some really, really good tasty grub. So that's what the whole point of this is. So hopefully we can pull it off. Okay guys, so a lovely little salad in the middle, which has been seasoned, and a little bit of dressing on the oil, a few lovely tiger prawns around the outside. Now I'm just going to slice a few slices of lemon. Now as Andy says, a lot of these guys can't get out for the Christmas do, so to speak. Now, being in catering and the restaurant trade, or Christmas do is what you look forward to all year. We work hard all year, do long hours serving you guys, and Christmas do is what keeps us going throughout the year. And we can't do it. So you can order this pack for businesses, for corporate, and do it over the Zoom meeting, as Andy says. Right, now, as I'm talking, I'm just dressing this. So this is a little bit of creme fraiche, guys, flavoured with a little bit of horseradish. Now, horseradish and salmon and smoked salmon, again, go sensationally well together. A lovely bit of earthy heat into that beautiful smoke from the salmon is sensational. A few little lemon wedges. Looking good.
A few little lemon wedges. And included in that pack, guys, will be some beautiful homemade wheaten bread. Okay? Now, on the side, or a little plate separate, whatever you like. Now, seriously guys, look at that. You have Walter's Ewing's Belfast smoked salmon, beautiful cooked tiger prawns, locally grown salad, dressed, and a homemade wheaten bread. Now, almost a restaurant standard starter, made on the plate, 1 minute for your Christmas Day dinner. Absolutely amazing. Now,
I would order that one. Well, actually, no, I might order that one. So.
Listen, chit chat, how's the soup going?
Let's boil it.
Right, okay. So, the soup's ruined, guys, okay? Now, Andy's going to serve that up.
Okay, soup, folks, very, very simple. As Chef Ian was saying, is we've got some chestnuts to garnish it, we have some focaccia croutons, and we have some rosemary oil. A little bowl here, and we have the soup, which is all good. You want to do something very chefy here, I'm not going to ladle it, I'm just going to pour it in. So soup goes in like so. This is a hug in a bowl right here. There we go. Don't sport her main. And then some chestnuts. very, very seasonal. A little drizzle of oil. There's a couple of rosemary oil. And this is, again, broiler gold, rosemary oil.
Yep.
And then, because the soup is parsnip soup with chestnuts, generally you think, oh, I love a bit of crusty bread with that, but it's actually going to balloon you up for your main event, which is the main course. So that's why we just done these lovely croutons with it, just to give it a little bit of texture and finish it off. And there you go. There's 2 courses already. There's 2 starters already.
Unbelievable. Now, just let me taste that soup, because if Andy any criticism he has, it's always have enough soup or salt in that, chef. Nailed it this time though. Right, okay, on to our final starter, guys, okay? Is this absolute beauty, okay? Now, all I'm going to do to that, that's fantastic as it is. Do you know what? I was going to put a bit of salad on that, but I'm not, because it doesn't need it. Okay, so what we have here is our potted duck, okay? Classic restaurant starter is Northern Ireland duck legs, shredded down nice and fine, okay? I've combined it with a little bit of duck fat, and then that's there for seasoning. It's always present in potted duck. I've got some nutmeg in there, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of star anise. So you've almost like oriental aromats in there, but all big Christmas flavours. Finished off with a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of pink peppercorn, and I'm serving this with our homemade chutney as well, okay? So this is a fig chutney. Again, very old school Christmas, and that's a little bit of acidity, a beautiful bit of sweetness, and our toasted ciabatta. Now, to serve this, guys, you treat this like you would treat some pâté. Now, our lovely bit of croutons. Okay, now add that beautiful shredded duck leg onto the crouton.
Chef, I need to have a knife there.
Thank you very much. With our beautiful chutney. So this duck being very rich, okay, you need a wee bit of acidity in that as well. Now that fig chutney does the job. I will let I will let you taste that one, Ant, and I will get another.
Yeah.
It's a forehead thing.
Bravo, chef. Bravo.
Now you want to hear that crisp when you bite into it, okay?
Actually, I might order. I don't know what the order. Actually, I'm torn now. I'm torn.
You order all because it's all that good. It's that good. It's that easy. It's that seasonal. It's that Christmassy. You're supporting local business. You're supporting local suppliers. I apologise. I'm talking while I've got duck in my mouth. Sorry. Well, that is amazing, isn't it?
You sound surprised. Is that us? The starter?
2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. So there we go. There is our 3 starters: Belfast smoked salmon, horseradish dressing, treacle wheaten bread, roast parsnip, chestnut soup, vegan and vegetarian, obviously, and our potted duck, fig chutney, and crispy croots for little toast. Okay, so those are our 3 selection. You can do this at home, you can do it in a group, you can do it at home for the family, you can do it as a corporate, Christmas do, whatever you like, guys. That is our starters. Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, we're on to the main course, and to be quite honest, myself and Chef Ian have been really in the swing of things, because there's no point of doing this without actually getting a few glasses of wine, because realistically we want to put everybody in the same spot we're in, because it's Christmas, you want to have a few drinks, right? And you have to really do this when you're tipsy, right? Or it doesn't work for us. So I'm going to let Ian explain the menu, and then we're going to put this together, and hopefully it doesn't take as long as we did arguing over what plates to use. Honestly, you put 2 chefs in the kitchen, right? You always find one Lady Gaga, right? And we literally...
No idea what he's talking about.
We're going to kill each other over trying to pick the plates out. And we're still undecided of who plates what or what plate goes in what. And hopefully at Christmas you have the same problems we had. Okay, and talk us through it.
Okay, guys, so on to the food. Again, the focus on is making this as easy as possible for you. So we have everything here and everything done for you. It's all about the timing. So just quickly run through. So we have beautiful stuffed local turkey ballantine wrapped in parma ham with extra stuffing. Now the stuffing actually is made out of the leg, okay, the nice brown meat of the turkey. Now I'll chat a little bit about turkey before we move on to other stuff, guys. So a lot of people complain turkey is a dry bird. Okay, so turkey is not generically a dry bird. The leg takes longer to cook, so the breast gets dry. So we're just using the breast cooked separate, and we've used the leg because everybody likes a bit of brown meat into the stuffing. Okay, here we have our roast veg, carrots, parsnips with some lovely mustard and honey butter, some fresh rosemary, or goose fat roast potatoes with sage.
So Ian, what happens if you're a vegan or vegetarian?
Okay, the options there, guys, to have your potatoes roasted in some rapeseed oil instead, okay? Now, we have homemade cranberry sauce. We have mashed potato, again, all local produce, guys. In fact, the mashed potato itself is flavoured with our local Abernethy butter.
Yummy.
Some sprouts and some pancetta, okay? Now, the sprouts, always a bone of contention at the Christmas menu. You love them, you hate them. So what we've done, we have shredded them down really nice and fine. Most people's problem with it, they overcook it, it's soft, it's bitter, it makes you fart, but we'll get on to that a wee bit later on about why it makes you fart, okay? So we're going to pan fry these, yeah, makes you fart. We're going to pan fry quickly off in some Abernethy butter and some lovely smoked pancetta. Again, guys, for your vegetarian vegan option, we just leave out the butter and the pancetta. Okay, so on to the timing for this. And I've had a couple of wines, I've actually forgotten a couple of things here, okay? So,
I'll keep you right.
Our main course, we have beautiful Christmas nut roast. Again, lots of Christmassy flavours there. We've got some pistachio nuts, walnuts, roasted red peppers, sweet potato, butternut squash. Absolutely beautiful seasonal Christmas nut roast. And of course, our beautiful salmon en croûte, wrapped in a lovely lattice of puff pastry and some lemon and camembert butter on top.
Beauty.
Okay, now about the timings, okay? You always go in the oven first, what takes the longest? And the roast potatoes take the longest by just a couple of minutes. This whole thing, guys, from start to finish actually, will not take you any more than half an hour. A complete, beautiful, restaurant standard Christmas dinner in less than half an hour. So firstly, our roast potatoes on the wee tray. So these are going in the oven at 200, 210, depending on your oven. Whole thing, start to finish, half an hour. We'll go in these first for 3 minutes, okay? After 3 minutes, then we go in with our beautiful turkey and stuffing. Now, before we put the turkey in the oven, guys, 2 tablespoons of water into your tray, okay? And when it comes out, you add that lovely water, which will be all that lovely turkey flavour, into our Christmas gravy. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on, okay?
Got your back here, here's your water. I actually did think you were going to forget about that.
Thanks. I actually had it done. Right. That's 2 minutes in video TV time, okay? So roast potatoes in first, 2 to 3 minutes later, we go with our turkey and our roast veg. Now imagine you're doing this as your Christmas do, as a corporate thing. There's 10, 20 of you all doing this together, watching us in your kitchen with you, making it, having a few drinks, cooking it all together.
Will it be as sober as
the
us?
crack, no. The crack will be 90, guys. Honestly, imagine it.
What do I do next? So I'm responsible for, I always get responsible for the easy things. So I got to heat up the soup for the starter. So I'm heating up a gravy for the main course.
Okay, so you can look, this is a hard one then, you can look after the salmon.
Okay.
And the vegan roast.
You see, you're using the force, you're using your own mind to basically try to work out times and stuff. I've got technology, I'm all over you, right? You know, I just say, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
You're a caveman.
Wow, that's amazing.
You are a caveman.
Jeez,
honestly.
I was like, I
You
was setting
literally-
20 minutes on my watch. When did this come into it? Jeez. Like, why?
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime.
She's flirting with me. You see that? See what happens
Jesus.
when you're a
She
chef?
always plays hard to get with me. Right. Okay, I'm going to talk about the gravy a little bit, guys, okay? While Andy poured it into the pot there. So, this is amazing Christmas gravy, okay? So, I'm going to make a bold statement here. This is better than KFC gravy, okay?
What?
Now, yeah, seriously.
Why so?
So how this is made, okay, the base is the roasting juices of the turkey. We roast off some chicken wings, some smoked bacon, a little mirepoix veg, okay, which is Frenchy chefy talk, but you don't need to worry about that. Some sage, some cranberry sauce in the base with the roasted chicken wings, a little bit of flour, okay, so essentially you're making a roux, and that is what gives the gravy its base. And honestly, guys, this is the best gravy you will ever taste, without argument, okay?
This is going to bring me back to my childhood. Because my granny used to make great gravy, like. Is it?
Yeah.
Better than
It's your granny's recipe. It's your granny's recipe. Yeah.
I like what you're thinking. So gravy's on. So how long is this bad boy going to take? And I am a chef of a seafood restaurant.
Yes,
you
you
know it. Do you want me just to make a call on it?
The chef, the most famous seafood restaurant in Northern Ireland. Okay,
The universe.
the universe. I'm going to tell him how long to cook salmon. So how long do you think that?
Right. So puff pastry is you bang it into the high temperature and you reduce your temperature down. But most people are so curious, right? So when they put something in the oven, temperatures are out the window, right? So what they do is they're open and shut in the oven.
Windy.
So you can't even put a temperature on this. So I'm going to say 200. I'm going to call it 200 for 15 minutes, and then we'll give it a check. But what's going to happen when we sober up and realise how poor of a job we've done tonight, right? Caroline, my better half, is going to put the graphics on what actually really happened, okay? I can't wait the outtakes. I can't wait to see the outtakes.
I know we were hoping on a TV job after this. Like seriously, that's well out the window.
Okay, it's in there. So Alexa is all over this. Alexa is actually on our side, so she's all over this.
Okay.
Want some more wine, Kit?
Yes, I'll take a wee top of my wine with a wee beer chaser. So, you've your roast potatoes in first. 2 to 3 minutes later, guys, you're in with your turkey with your veg. Whatever Alexa says later, you're in with the salmon. 3 minutes later, you're in with this. Now, obviously, when you get this pack, guys, and you're watching this bag and seeing how drunk we are, we have this will be set out in different recipes and your times, how you do everything, okay? So, don't need to worry about what we're saying. Earlier instructions will be with the pack.
Just another note as well. So we're drinking 4 to 6 tonight, okay? So we're talking about supporting local. It's a big thing. So for Christmas this year, instead of thinking, okay, what am I going to get? Hospitality needs all the help I can get. So a voucher is a great gift, because after Christmas when things lighten up and we're allowed to go back inside restaurants again, how nice would it be to go to Mourne Seafood Bar or any of our sister restaurants or any other restaurants your favourite and have a really amazing meal. So this here wine, direct wine shipments, another off-sale salad is a great wine. So we're drinking that tonight, and this is only our 4th bottle. So I'm already thinking, you only drink about 5 or 6.
It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, but all good. So Ian, time. Alexa, how long is left on our timer?
You have 16 minutes left on your 20
So it's
minute
6.
timer.
It's a wee bit like Mission Impossible, isn't it? You think about it. So
Dun,
you have to
dun,
cook-
dun, dun,
you have to
dun,
cook a
dun,
slice,
dun, dun,
right?
yeah.
I have to heat up. I mean, we're chefs.
Gravy.
We should be like all over this. And I have to heat up gravy. And also, Ian actually, because he was busy, forgot to talk about this. Cream leeks is a sauce for our salmon and crew. I should be responsible for the seafood stuff. But so we have in there is a white wine velouté, which is a really classic sauce. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Goes well with any fish. Salmon, puff pastry, leeks, white wine velouté. You'll be loving life, and you think it's Christmas. Is it Christmas?
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Okay, so I can put that in. Also, as well, when you're heating anything with cream and leeks in it, get a pot, get a lid on it, spoon all your leeks in, and put it at a low temperature, okay? And all you do is you're babysitting it, okay? And just number 2, if this goes up to number 9, so stick it on at a 2, and all you're doing is 15 minutes before you're ready, just let it sit there and let it just come up to heat. When it's warm and you think it needs more heat, you can turn up to 9 and it'll literally take 30 seconds, and that will be it done. Gravy is already up. We're going to turn it down and just let it roll in the water or simmer. Okay, that's what chef in terms of boil. But that's all it means. Just take it over nicely.
Okay, so basically then, guys, the only 2 things to do is heat or mashed potato and cook or Brussels sprouts.
Who's heating the mashed potatoes, chef?
You're heating the mashed potato, man, because it goes in the microwave. Okay. Now, again, beautiful mashed potatoes, guys. We've got some cream in here with beautiful local Abernethy butter, a little bit of seasoning. This is done, okay? All you have to do is heat it up. We don't want any more pans. With 2 pans on, 3 pans. If you ever think you'd see that on Christmas Day, you've usually 20 pans on. So we're going to pop this in the microwave. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Bring it out, a little stir, back in for another minute. Bring it out again, a little stir, and that's you good to go. Shouldn't take any more than 3 to 4 minutes maximum, guys. Bring it out, have a little stir after 1 minute, okay?
Other thing is, hold on to your lid when it comes, because what I'm going to do, when I put that in the microwave, I'm going to just take the lid off and set it at the top. I'm not going to close it and set it at the top. What's going to happen is it's going to trap some of the heat in there. Everybody has a funny thing about microwaves, and I've made jokes about it in the past, but if the technology's there and you use it, why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay? So these containers here, the stuff comes in, they're basically, we're giving you food Tupperware. We don't want you to throw these out, we want you to reuse them again. We're buying heavy duty containers, they're free Tupperware, wash them, they're dishwasher proof, they're microwave proof. They're not oven proof, mind you, don't put them in the oven.
No.
Okay, but what happens is, put this in the microwave. Every microwave is different. I've got a microwave in there, it's got a nuclear reactor on it. Seriously, 1 minute, it'll be screaming hot. Other microwaves might take 5 minutes, so easy way of doing it is take a spoon in with you, give it a little stir, stick your pinky in there. If it doesn't feel hot, then give it an hour blast. Once it's hot, I mean hot, stick a lid on it, and then just leave it. And that's not going anywhere, it's going to stay perfectly, that's going to give you a stress-free life. It's going to give me a stress-free life. He's got all the stress, he's got to do everything else. All I have to do is heat up leeks, heat up gravy, and the mash is easy. Is yours pretty easy?
I would just like to say Andy's microwave, I put an egg in it earlier and the chicken came out. That's how strong it is, okay? Now, 12 minutes left. Then we have time to go in with the vegan nut roast, okay? So, a little bit of chat of our roast potatoes. Just smell that sage and the goose fat, wow. Okay, so we're 10 minutes off. Beautiful. Look at those crispy edges. So what you want from roast potato, it's lovely and crispy on the outside, really fluffy in the middle. Almost there, guys. 10 to 12 minutes.
At the same Belfast there, Belters.
Unbelievable. So we will start on the sprouts now. So, pan on the heat. So we're going to add a little bit of our locally sourced rapeseed oil.
I had to stand back and watch a magic happen here, so yeah.
So because we're going in with our smoked pancetta first, guys, protein, never add protein to your cold pan, it'll start to boil, so you want your pan literally smoking hot.
So one of the good things about all our meals at home in Mourne and Belfast Cookery School is the collaboration between the two. Obviously, we just don't want to give you a tray of food, you bung it in the oven, you reheat it. Any fool could do that, right? What we want to do is basically get you interacting. Everybody's been cooking at home, right? So our mission is to make sure that we up at a level. So when people are here and they're following the guidelines, they'll get a small tip or a small, like a little bit of knowledge to sort of enhance their
Yeah,
culinary
it's
skills.
not just about putting it in the oven and bringing it out, okay? We want you to understand why we do these certain things and to give you little tips about doing them, like the protein, okay? So if you just pop that in now, okay? It's cold pan, it's not hot enough. So what will happen is you will start to boil that meat instead of frying it, okay? So you lose the flavour, you would lose the caramelisation, you would lose the sweetness. Particularly if you're cooking a steak, imagine cooking a steak, it will start to boil, so it really has to be smoking hot.
Well, in all fairness saying that, I think that ring there, Ian, is better than that one.
Right, okay.
I never used that ring. This is my oven. I've never used that ring before in my life. Frodo Baggins wouldn't even use that ring.
It's a terrible ring then. Mordor. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you how the salmon is coming along. Pastry's starting to cook. Look at that beautiful butter just come out bubbling. That's going to start to baste, keep the salmon moist but crisp the pastry. Okay, almost there, guys.
That's it. How long's left on my timer?
You have 9 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 20
Very
minute
precise.
timer.
Time flies. You're having fun, mate.
So a little tip of how to know your pan's ready, guys. So you're putting it on the heat, put a little bit of what you're frying, in this case a little bit of pancetta in, and then when it starts to really sizzle and crisp, that is your pan ready to go.
Right. Another question, right, is how much does it cost for free of these?
Okay, we are charging a ridiculously low amount for this, guys. So you have your choice of 3 starters, all locally sourced, all Northern Ireland produce. Choice of 3 main courses, again locally sourced, all Northern Ireland produce, to help our suppliers, to help the country. Wow, that's a big statement. Help the country buy our Christmas dinner. Okay, so for 2 with your choice of 3, it is only £50.
£25 a head.
£25 a head for your restaurant standard Christmas dinner. Plus us in your kitchen doing it with
I
you.
honestly don't think we're going to make dessert.
No, no, we're not. Smoked pancetta sizzling, in with the rest. Now once you put that in,
It's one of my favourite things is I love sprouts. Everybody goes mad about them. So I put sprouts in coleslaw.
Yep.
I put sprouts in everything Christmas. So shredding them up is the way I like them best. Or vegetarian and you want to do a different sort of thing than this.
Chef's nuts amazing with them as well, yeah. And once they are cooked, a lovely wee bit, which I do at home, okay guys, is a little bit of blue cheese in with your sprouts and bacon, just at the very end, just as you're about to serve it. Amazing. Now, you can see our sprouts are lovely shredded, and I will tell you the reason behind that, guys. So, a lot of reason that people don't like sprouts is they're quite bitter. Now, the reason they're quite bitter is they're very high in sulphur. It's like a self-preservation. They're high in sulphur, they're bitter, so the animals won't eat them, so they flourish. But unfortunately, sulphur is pretty hard for the human digestive system to digest. So, what happens? Your digestive system is working overtime, it creates a lot of air, it makes you fart. So the sulphur in the sprouts is the reason it makes you fart, okay?
Lovely cooking. The more the sulphur is present in it.
Yep.
So overcooked sprouts equal Christmas night smell in the house, which isn't usually a Yankee Candle. It's usually, well, I'm not going to get into it, like, but it's not pleasant. Not me personally, I'm alright.
Like the Queen, chefs don't fart. Okay, so bacon, nice and crispy, okay? In with your sprouts. And what we want to do, we want to caramelize these. We want to get a nice colour on them. Bring out the natural sweetness, the natural sugar in the sprouts. Tiny pinch of salt. So keep it moving. You want to get a nice colour on it, guys, but you don't want to burn it, so keep it moving. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little well in the middle. Beautiful bit of black pepper. Now, remember, pepper's not a season, it's a spice. Just lightly on it, just to match a little bit of pepper flavour. Okay, a little knob of butter right in the middle. There we go, look at that.
Also, sprouts have all the same nutritional value as spinach or kale, so people don't talk about it enough. Obviously, it's time of year, they're really reasonably priced. So instead of picking up a bag of spinach, which is from further fields, get a big bag of sprouts, shred them down, wilt them off, they'll be great. Ian, did you hear that?
Oh, timer up, timer up. Okay, guys, so that is that half an hour, is it? Is that 20 minutes?
No, it was half an hour when you put the first stuff in. And
Right,
it's
okay.
Time for 20 minutes.
Okay.
You're old school, you see, you're using
I know. Right, sometime. Okay, I didn't even know this was an oven. Right, okay, guys, so let us check our roast potatoes first. We're almost there. Now, we're getting that roast sage. Oh, wow, look at that. Roast sage, our lovely goose fat flavour. So, oh, listen, that crisp. Can you get that? Oh, near burnt my nipples, right?
Easily done.
Beautiful, crispy roast potatoes. Beautiful, fluffy on the inside. Amazing, okay, guys? So, I'm actually just going to start to plate these up.
Yeah, have a look after your sprouts while you're plating.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime you're cooking anything, some things release moisture, right, and some things dry, okay?
Absorb moisture.
Yeah, okay, good work.
Thank you, thank you.
Sprouts, don't be scared. I always had a little jug of water. I couldn't find a jug or squirt bottle of water, so I found this little yoke here in the back of the cupboard, and I actually love them, right? Look at that wee bad boy there, look at that, look. He's got water in his mouth, like. So that'll keep that nice and moist, won't dry out. Also, if you put a lid on that as well, or a little bit of greaseproof paper, it'll trap the moisture in as well, and it'll steam and not have it go dry. Our gravy's ready, our cream leeks are ready. Again, they were really low, and you just keep a lid on them. You don't have to worry about it. If you think they need a little bit more heat, just pop them on with a lid on, and they'll come up in no time at all.
Look at those sprouts now, okay, with a little addition of water there from Andy. Thanks very much, chef. Seasoning, butter, absolutely amazing, and you will not fart on Christmas Day.
I don't know about that, Ian.
Andy can plate that up while I check the oven, okay? So, wow, those sprouts look amazing. Look at those crispy roast potatoes. I have just taken out of the oven, or turkey and stuffing. So we have our beautiful moist breast, okay, filled with the breadcrumb stuffing wrapped in Parma ham. We have also our second meat stuffing made from the dark meat of the turkey with some fresh cranberries in there. We've got some orange zest in there as well, some sage. Now we have a roast veg, carrots, parsnips, fresh rosemary, a lovely honey and mustard butter, okay. Probably would be better with scissors. And just open this up, and as soon as you do that, guys, a beautiful smell of fresh rosemary. So you can serve this straight out of the packet. Oh my, look at that. Just watching you open it, guys, okay? The steam obviously comes out. You don't want to get a little steam burn, so be very careful. And what we're essentially doing is baking it in, this is like a little oven, okay? So it's keeping it lovely and moist.
Traps all the flavour in as well.
Traps all the flavour, all the moisture, honey, mustard, fresh rosemary. So, for sprouts, our lovely roast potatoes, our roast veg. Now, a beautiful Abernethy butter, mashed potatoes with fresh cream, buttery, creamy.
Mash is superb.
Amazing. Now, as you can see, there is more than enough for three.
That's your...
So guys, now look at that, okay? Now that is a beautiful portion of food, an absolutely beautiful. Remember those amazing starters we had? Look at this after. Roast potatoes, a beautiful turkey, lovely and moist, nice and warm, nice and hot. Now, our nut roast.
So salmon's almost ready. Everything else is done. Gravy's here. We've got our cranberry sauce. Christmas is almost upon us.
Nice little bit of chefy garnish. The salmon will be 1 minute, guys, okay? So I'm going to start to dress and gravy the plate, sauce the plate. So, do you remember I told you guys just how good this gravy is? It smells even better. So, a little bit of chefy touch. I personally always like a little bit of our homemade cranberry sauce just on top. We also have a vegetarian and a vegan friendly gravy as well, guys, available, okay? And how I make that, I roast half onions in the oven overnight. They cook down overnight and caramelize nice and brown. We add some vegetable stock to that, and it gives you the most amazing Christmas vegan gravy. Now, but Andy coming up from behind there with the winner. I mean, look at that salmon, guys.
So, salmon en croûte, it is classic. Cream leeks goes together like peas and carrots. You can't believe your luck when you get that. Oh, one other thing as well. Cranberry sauce, okay? The genius of these three dishes is cranberry sauce actually goes all three of these dishes. So don't be afraid. I mean, just a spoonful of this along with your salmon, it goes great, trust me, right? Along with a nice oily fish, some really buttery puff pastry, have the sharpness of the cranberry against all those accompaniments. It is an absolute winner. It's the same with the little vegetarian vegan here. Don't be shy, get it on there. It is going to be a winner, and of course, it wouldn't be Christmas without. Oh, here you beat me.
Sorry, I've already done that. Sorry.
Okay, I'll put more on the veggie then. But
adds a lovely bit of sweetness and acidity to it, guys. As Andy says, the salmon being slightly oily fish works amazing together. Cranberry sauce, not just for turkey.
many more courses I've got to do.
Just dessert to do. Just dessert to do. But guys, there you go. There is your three choices. Absolute winners, every single one of them. Seasonal, Christmas, delicious, amazing. In and out of the oven, half an hour. Unbelievable.
Alexa, play some Christmas music.
Here's a station you might like. Christmas music on Amazon Music.
Here. That's how easy it is.
Ho ho ho! What a builder. Cheers, buddy. Anton Dag of cooking in Belfast. Eat it, Andy.
You know what I'm buying for Christmas?
What?
An Alexa.
So, we have our beautiful classic Christmas dinner, or turkey, or stuffing, all the trimmings, or vegan and vegetarian, nut roast, And of course, look at that, winner all day long, salmon en croûte, creamed leeks, lemon butter, all the trimmings, cranberry sauce goes amazing with it. What more do you want, guys? Okay?
Okay folks, we're down to the very last course, and believe you me, we've experienced the whole Mourne Seafood Bar experience today, because we have actually drank and we've eaten everything. Well, we've drank more probably than we've eaten, as you can tell. So Ian's going to talk us through the last course, and then we're going to totally enjoy it. We're going to totally devour it. So.
Genuinely, guys, we actually just sat down and ate everything which was good because it actually sobered us up, because we were a wee bit drunk the last time. Okay, so the last course, guys, the dessert. Okay, classic Christmas plum pudding. Everybody loves a pavlova, everybody loves a trifle, but it's Christmas Day plum pudding, guys. Okay, so again, we've made this really simple for you. So we've made the Christmas pudding, we've vac packed it, and all you have to do is pop it in the microwave for 1.5 to 2 minutes, depending on your microwave. Okay, it keeps lovely and moist. It is beautiful in or sealed vac packed bags. Okay, so while that's in Andy's fastest microwave in the world,
Chef, when I look at, do you
okay,
have to prick the bag first? You have to prick it.
You do indeed. Andy obviously has had less to drink than I have. Okay.
Just checking, just in case we kill somebody.
So, have you got something to prick the bag with?
Yeah, we go.
Bag pricker. There we go.
Okay, just a couple of little stabs there. Good to go.
Okay, so I am going to pop this into the microwave. Pricks in the bag, okay? While Andy's going to explain to you how to heat the sauce on glaze or custard.
Sauce on glaze, which is a really posh word for custard. Get your custard in there, because I'm not that posh. And there you go, in a little pot like that. And you can't boil it because there's eggs in it, and they look like scrambled eggs. So all we want to do is warm the custard up. So we've got it. This setting goes up to 9. We're going to turn it at a 7, say, right? And then we're also just bring it up. Don't want it to scorch you or too hot. And then also what we have here is, Ian, explain this here. This is the this is game changer.
Okay, so this is the pièce de résistance. Okay, so once your Christmas pudding is out of the microwave, your beautiful sauce on glaze custard is in the bowl. We're going to pop this into the microwave for 20 seconds. Okay, now what this is a chocolate ganache flavoured with rum. And when we heat it up, it'll be a lovely, rich chocolate sauce. So what's it going to do? That is going to go through your sauce on glaze, splitting it, adding a lovely bit of alcohol, lovely for presentation, lovely for flavour. So the microwave is just finished. I'm going to stir this in case we end up with some scrambled eggs. Okay.
Okay, chef, I'm gonna pop your little how do you call it? Pièce de résistance?
Pièce de résistance. Right. Almost there. So you want to give it a wee stir, guys, because if you don't, you'll end up with, as Andy says, some scrambled eggs. Okay, so nice and steaming. That was on what, for about a minute and a half there. Now, okay, there'll be a little bit of steam in this bag, guys, so be careful when you're opening. You don't get a scald, a little steam burn. Just pull the little tray out. There we are. And as soon as you pull that out, guys, I just smell that. It is just Christmas in a bowl. Okay, there we have our beautiful plum Christmas pudding. Let's get that custard around there.
Beauty.
Okay, so our lovely rum chocolate. Now look at that there. I told you, game changer, guys. Yes, you're set up and taking notice now. Look at that.
Sorry, Ian, I've got the game changer coming here, actually.
Okay.
This is my service suggestion. You can't be crisp with a little bit of snow. Look at that there. Get on there. You're rude not to. Did I steal your thunder there?
You did. I'm feeling a little bit despondent here. You come in with some white powder and it's all changed everything. Right.
As it happens. There we go, folks. The last course of the Mourne Seafood Bar in collaboration with Belfast Cookery School. Dessert.
Christmas plum pudding,
Yeah.
sauce on glaze, which is a posh name for custard, and a wee bit of chocolate with some rum in it. What more do you want at Christmas, guys?
Easiest, hardest service I've done in my life.
Unbelievable. Okay, guys, so have a lovely Christmas, have a safe Christmas. support local, support Belfast.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.